Alrighty, so just got suited up. I'm gonna be heading right behind me. There's two different streams. This used to be the main road right behind me here, where you guys can see actually right there. And then over there used to be the existing creek. So I think I'm gonna go kind of back there. We're gonna go for a little walk. I got Okanagan Wild here, Shadow as well. He's all suited up. He's in a wetsuit. He's gonna
Find the spot.
he might freeze a little. He thought he had a full wetsuit, but the horseflies up here are huge. I've been bit a few times, had to get suited up. So he's off right now. These horseflies are getting bad, but I'm gonna be going up. So let's go check it out. Hopefully we get some good gold. Yeah, just walking up right now. Shadow's in front of me right now. For my booties, I grabbed old winter boots. The boots I had were for a different set of pants, so you know, you just gotta think outside the box sometimes if you wanna stay warm. Not like this poor bugger here, he's gonna be cold in the creek. I mean, it is about 22 to 23 degrees. There's a big rock. I was almost thinking of going right in there for some gold. But yeah, this is the old road. Or it used to be the road, I should say. Some big rocks fell off that cliff. Possibly pushed all this down. But even on that side, behind that big boulder, honestly, break those branches, I think in there would be a killer spot. Here's Shadow going in. Let's see how well he does. I felt the water when we got here, and it was definitely kind of chilly. I don't know if you can hear, but he's starting to scream a little bit. See if he can get in the water. This is kind of our first test here going up Beulah Road. I think he's thinking it's colder than what he thought. Any words to say?
It's a little chilly. I kind of really wish I had a full suit. I can tell my shins are just... they're ice cold.
Poor bugger, I'm not even cold at all.
This is like the ice bath challenge. When you're not used to it.
Doesn't help.
Nope.
That high water just ended too, not long ago. Yeah, he's gonna go grab gloves, but I'm gonna go find a spot. I'll get back to you guys here in a minute. I'll find a good spot for the camera to sit and we'll do some handing. Well, I didn't film going in this pool, but I'm pretty deep in it. See if I can get up here without falling. Oh, I don't know. Gonna have to put the camera down. It's pretty fast. Might have to go somewhere else even. Well, I got to the spot I think where I want to be. Kind of where the two creeks meet. Looks like a nice spot to dig. There's the bank right there. This used to be the old creek. Not anymore. But if not, I'm going to go a little farther into the creek. But I figured since this being an old creek bed, right in there in that pocket, so that's like the slow part. Right? The creek comes down and then it ripples, drops. And then also there's a couple big boulders. That one would probably be really good. Maybe move that tree out of the way later. But I'm gonna put the camera down on this log here and get in, do some panning. Not a lot of people use the old school metal pans. a little rusty, but once you get a little bit of material, it'll wash out like nothing. So I'm gonna do some test digging in there and see what that happens. The horseflies are bad here. It's pretty warm, I mean, but I can grab the, some of that moss layer on top. Kind of just go for a test pan in here. Definitely old, like you can feel it's compact ground. Not a lot of people come up here for panning. Water is a little brisky on the hands. I couldn't imagine Shadow. He's in a wetsuit, but I don't think it's made for the creek kind of wetsuit yet. Maybe for the middle of summer. Definitely cold water. This is mountain water coming from the Beulah Lake. This is Beulah Creek that we're at. I'll just do a little test pad there. Find a spot, sit down, wash it through. Gotta make sure you give that moss layer a good wash out. May not be big gold, but you'll still find gold in it. Sometimes I like to just go through my pan. I don't know. Pretty rare, probably find a nugget here, but it's always good to just kind of see what kind of rocks that you're working with. There might be a little bit of gold in the quartz here. I don't know, it's hard to tell. Take it back to the house, throw it in a little fire for about 10 minutes. It'll help break the quartz up, and then you'll be able to pan it, see if there's gold in it. So I'm going to keep that, put it to the side, see what I'm left with. Pretty small pan, but I just want to do a test one. Oh, don't want to do that. Almost lost it all. All you're doing is shaking your pan down, get all those heavy materials to the bottom. You see black sand, it's a good sign you might come across gold. Usually when I pan in the creek though, I like to dig down at least a half a foot before I do a pan, but since I haven't panned this spot before, we're just gonna see where the gold's sitting. I kind of got it where I want it to be. Shake it down, kind of swish it around. Definitely an indicator of black sand in this pan. Ah, little bugs and flies all over, but no specks there, but doesn't mean there is gold. Trying to wash some of that old rust out. Use the sand like sandpaper. On to the next one. Now I can see that where that rock was, the water is cleaned up. I like to grab some of these bigger rocks that just fell in. Kind of grab them out. Make it easier. Hands. It's definitely getting some bigger rock in there, which is a good sign. I left my picker with Shadow, my little nice little crowbar. I didn't think I'd need it, but sometimes you can just get these rocks out by hand. Probably should be wearing some gloves right now in this time of the year. Fingers are cold. You don't know if you cut them or not on sharp rock. Definitely old ground because it's super hard to get your material out of there. May not be in the creek anymore. It is quite chilly, but who knows? Give you guys a little bit of action here. Do a good wash. Big rock in there. Just kind of throw them out once they're nice and washed up. You get all that rock, or that rock, you get all that dirt off of it. There's a lot of small quartz all through here, so it's a good chance of hopefully coming across something gold-like, if you know what I mean. If there's none here, but there's could be gold anywhere in the creek. You just never know. See that, all that material, those lighter rocks. Couple washes, shake, bring it down to the bottom. I love using these old pans. I got some green plastic pans that I practiced on and used for a few years. Things just feel authentic. It's kind of like what the old prospect used back in the funds I used to use. I think it's pretty neat. Quite a bit of black sand in this one again. Wash the boat. Nothing there again, but I don't know if you guys can see that. All of this black sand right in here, that's exactly what you want left in your pan when you're done. Like I was saying though before, in spots that I do pan, I like to get down a couple feet for sure. That's a good foot. And I think we're just gonna pack up and move upstream. I guess you guys can't see. Shadow is up there, so I think that's where we're gonna go. It's pretty warm right now. We'll see you guys up there. Alrighty, so back in a new spot. Pretty deep here, but the creek's ripping right beside me here, and there's like a bunch of bedrock down in front of me, and like a lot of big rock, heavy rock. So I'm gonna pan out in here, and we're just gonna see what happens. Move some of these big rocks out of here. Change the camera look for you guys. Just gonna be moving these big rocks right in here. Honestly looks pretty good. I said that about the last spot though, but same with like that big rock. That guy could probably come out of there eventually. Shadow was definitely saying the water is cold. I mean, I don't blame him. It's not quite water season yet. Look at this little water bug chilling. Put him on the sun. Let's see. It's the first time wearing the water bibs here, so fishing bibs. Little hip waders. That's what they are. I don't know why it took me so long to think of it. But I got these last year. Haven't had a chance to wear them. So I guess when Shadow's getting cold, I mean, I'll risk it too. Usually I go panning up White Bands Creek. The creek runs right into, they run into each other down the creek quite a ways here, but it's sit right here, I think be a good spot. Definitely pretty heavy of a pan, which is a good sign. There are a lot of nice rock, heavy rock material in here. Feels pretty weird sitting in hip waders in water if you're not used to it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm finding a lot of quartz with, I don't know if it's hard to tell right now if it's fool's gold or not, but I'll be able to show you guys that once we get back to the quad. Put that on. I'm just getting soaked. The water's coming down. I mean, Shadow's wet, I guess, so. But I packed for the right stuff not to. Alrighty. See what that brings us this pan. Let's stand up here if I can. It's crazy how much material you can put in this pan compared to like the new plastic pans these days. And if you ever needed to boil some water, hey, clean out your pan, make sure it's well clean, and you can boil some water if you needed to. Cook some food. Use it as a wok. You could cook chicken chow mein out the gold pan and there is a lot of black sand in this. Crazy. I don't know if there's anything in that one there, but I'll go through it one more time. Try and get rid of some of the lighter materials, work it down a little better. Always a good sign to see how much black sand comes out. Definitely more than the last spot that I was at. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm not seeing enough in this pan. There's definitely a lot of, I'll show you guys once again. There's the black sand. You can see just loads of it. Just gotta get down deeper. What we're gonna do. Over there. Bing, bada, boom. Yeah. definitely hard on the fingers down there. Gotta wear gloves next time. Oh. Didn't find no gold in that spot. But this creek's pretty new to me to be panning. I usually bring a little fly and a hook, rod, catch a little brook trout. There's stinging nettle all through there. Shadow happens to be wearing basically shorts. So this is the road we're on, the old Beulah Road. You can see it's pretty grown in now. This is what the other side looks like. But pretty crazy. Oh, cliff all around us, which is pretty crazy. We're just in a valley. You bring that, where's that rock at?
It's over at the spot.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Shadow found a pretty cool crystal looking rock. Pretty wild. This is pretty cool, I think. See if I can show you guys. Yeah. Literally just cliff all around. Quite the valley we're in. Well, we're gonna go back and have a little break, get some we forgot our water, so gotta just walk back and hydrate. See you guys in a bit. Didn't find any gold. Hello, lunch break. Got the little pickaxe thing. Shadow there. I'll pause it, but I'll flip the camera around and show you guys what we're just gonna hike up. Like I said, adventures mean anything and everything on my channel. So we're climbing up this sketchy kind of stuff. We want to try and get up to that peak, kind of get a good video around. You can kind of see how steep it is. Like some of these rocks are like doing steps, but once I get a little higher up on this sketchy rock hill, I'll give you guys another view of what it looks like from up there. See you guys in a little bit. Yeah, you can see what we're walking on. It's pretty sketchy, I must say, but like I said, this channel, we do a little everything. My buddy there was getting cold in his wetsuit, but I don't blame him because it's not a full suit. Ooh, it didn't have the right gear either. Kind of his first go at gold sniping. I would like to try as well soon. Woo! A little sketchy. Any wrong rock, slip, move, probably just getting grinded up by these rocks, but hey, we're not here for that. We're almost getting to the end of this crushed rock. Once I get up there a bit more, take another video and show you guys again. This is what it looks like. Beautiful. beautiful.
sketchy going down.
Coming up is pretty easy.
You guys
Oh,
are gonna look very differently.
The rocks are, it's pretty steep. I don't know if
And
hard to
we are
tell.
Also, trying not
But-
to be crazy and start issues here.
Coming down, I think, is the gonna be the tricky part here.
Just a task.
A little sketchy, but
We just gotta be light on
the adventures that we do. That's Shadow. Go check his page out, Okanagan Wild on YouTube. Like and subscribe.
I don't have the drone, everybody.
Yeah, no,
I had
no drone today, but
next time we come up here, I'll have drone shots for everyone to see.
pretty wild. We just had a good little break. Gonna get moving once we get to one of these peaks. We'll show you guys the view. I mean, you guys had a good view already, but we're gonna keep going. It's getting sketchy, but see you guys in a little while. Woo! Whew! Holy cow! I think I made it to where I want to just be. Pretty gnarly of a climb up here. I'll show you guys what it looks like the other way on the camera. Pretty wild. That's where it came from. Shadow somewhere over there. We figured we'd go different ways because, oh, let me find a seat here. Go different ways because it was starting to get to some small blue stuff, and it was starting to roll down on us. Yeah, it's quite the view from up here. Woo. I dropped my water bottle coming up here again too. I dropped one in the creek. Couldn't find it. Dropped another one right in the creek. How cool is that? Oh, kind of shaky, but pretty damn wild. I enjoy doing stuff like this. Woo! Almost at the top. In shadow here. What a climb.
One of those mysteries.
It's pretty hard to see how steep it is, but it's definitely not an easy hike.
This is not your average hiking.
Yeah, I wouldn't suggest it being like your first kind of hike going out. We grew up back here in these mountains, so we've done a lot of crazy, dumb, steep hikes, a little bit of free climbing. But we're just gonna have a little break here, chill out. The wind's nice breeze, so keep the bugs off and just taking a little break. So we wanted to keep going to the top, but we got over that little cliff here, and it just keeps going, woo, and keeps going up. It's steep, and I mean, it's getting close to dinner time as well, so it's pretty wild up here. This is what it looks like where we stopped. We're probably like 3/4 of the way up. It's probably like that side. We're like right where the cliff stops on this side, but it just keeps going up, and I'm guessing that's exactly what it does here. And it's just steep, and it's already gonna be sketchy walking back down this, so we're gonna take our time. See you guys when I get down to the bottom. We're gonna take it slow and easy, baby. Slow and easy. What's that? Oh, they're called that way. We're this way.
The only reason I say that on camera, the reason I say I wish the quad wasn't parked there, is for the fact that it'd be fun to roll a rock down. And I know everyone in the video really wants to roll a big rock downhill. I do too. I don't think we're gonna do that. It's probably not a good idea.
We might, once we get down a little lower. Once we get over around this cliff here.
Around away from the quad.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see this. I'll zoom in on it. Look at that rock. It's just broken sitting on the cliff. Pretty wild.
Talking about this rock right here.
No, that one right there, Shadow. But I'm gonna film a little bit what it's like. Woo! Coming down the hill. I might have to put all the phone away here again. That's sketchy. I gotta use 2 hands. We'll see you guys at the bottom. I figure I'd try, but it is too steep and sketchy, so we're gonna have to. On our way down, found a little spot here, but you can kind of see how steep it is. Just get over here, kind of give you guys a little looky-loo. Holy shit. I took a little tumble there. Oh yeah, that's a little sketchy. Look at that. Pretty wild. It is windy, definitely hanging on. What a view. See you guys at the bottom. Well, we got to the bottom, finally. We're way up behind that big boulder up there on the other side. Not very ideal hike, that's for sure, but heading back to the quad. Stay tuned, like and subscribe. Until the next video, not sure what we're doing, but from gold panning to hiking, the adventures, Bono Outdoors. Don't forget to check out Okanagan Wild as well on YouTube. Have a good one. We'll see you guys next adventure.